Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen in your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
And a very pleasant good morning to you as Newswatch comes at you for this Friday, the 16th, and rainy and wet. I don't know if you had a difficult time waking up this morning and getting going. That's why I have my coffee, and It's been a challenge as the rain came down last night, and it's still very dark out for this time of the morning, and just one of those sleepy roll over in bed type of times. So if you are in bed watching us, relax. We're going to give you the stories that are going to face you today as you get up. And maybe you watched the 2-channel debate last night. First of all, let me say something. Hats off to ABC and NBC. Because I think what they did was smashing. You know what? Hey, and I'm not saying that the moderators were great. I'm not saying that people aren't tired of this stuff. Okay, what I am saying is they went outside the box and they said, there, flick back and forth, do your picture-in-picture, and see what you think. Now, that's a pretty good idea for the Red and Blue Network. And let me tell you about that. Most people don't remember, but yours truly, while at Duquesne, took a mass communications journalism class, and NBC was divided into NBC Red and NBC Blue, which had nothing to do with political parties. It was just two different companies. And then the one became ABC, and they dropped the red and blue. So, if you were wondering, or so inclined to wonder, That's what that was about. Now, if you're about the weather, I don't know what to tell you, folks. It's rainy, it's wet, it's miserable, and yeah, the joints feel like wow this morning as I was making my way from the car into the office, which isn't that far of a walk. 46 degrees, and we're getting into that fall type weather. So just be aware and know that it is upon you as the leaves go down. And that's another thing about the roadways. They're going to be kind of slick if you slide on some leaves or you're on one of the roads with the heavy leaves that came down. There's always one rain in October that knocks everything down, and it seemed like this was the rain because there seems to be leaves everywhere. So take your time and be careful. Now, as we get to traffic, and first thing I looked at was 168 and Martha Street, and it is pretty solid going over the Boningtown Bridge, and that way as people accessing 79 and 376, as we are the hub of where these roads all seem to come together. So that's heavy. Be very careful. And now I'm going to scroll down one more time, and there you go. And we'll get out to 376. Now, the 376 422 interchange, you bet your bippy, lot of traffic there because that's only down the way from Martha Street. The interchange at 376, it's lit up like a Christmas tree. So a lot of taillights there. Pennsylvania Turnpike westbound, heavy. And don't know what everybody's doing today, but they're moving around early in the morning. Let's go to I-79. And I-79 at 422 interchange. And you know this is going to be heavy. It's moderate to heavy as folks are moving around and both looking at the 422, looking at the southbound, very, very busy. Time to look to the great Northwest. And as we do that, we'll take the I-80 interchange. And really busy east and westbound. Usually I just say westbound. But eastbound, very, very heavy as it looks to be moving along. Now, I was going to try and bring that over to you, but I can't. So just know if you're heading up that way. Now, the roadway does look dry. Can't say the same for us in south here in Newcastle, but the roadway up on I-80 looks rather good. Now, with all that said, we have two alerts, and we'll get those out to you right now as I wait for it to get to its end. Here you go. Two alerts. Philadelphia Police Department is searching for Joanne Boyer, a 57-year-old white female, approximately 5'7", 150 pounds, strawberry blonde hair, green eyes. Clothing is gray hoodie, sweatshirt, teal shirt, blue jeans, tan slippers, and purple framed glasses. Boyer was last seen in the 800 block of Spruce Street, Philadelphia, yesterday, 10/15/20 at 2 p.m. She was discovered to be missing approximately 5:45. Police believe this person may be at special risk or harm or injury and may be confused. Anyone with information on Joanne is asked to contact police immediately, calling 911 or the Philadelphia Police Department. NE detectives at 215-686-3154. That was the first alert. The second one was Monday, March 16th. Remember, at 8 p.m., they will not accept cash or credit. Everything will be toll by plate. So that gives you an idea what's going on with traffic and a little bit of weather there and a little bit of everything. Now, you know, we've had two things dominating this press since for the last 6-8 months. And it is really, I guess, getting old. Let's dig into the coronavirus first. $1,598 new cases. Now, I read this only because the illustrious paperboy, I'll leave him unnamed, and the other politicians are trying to make an issue out of this. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And there's total disagreement on what to do. The state, they're having a good time also. Inspection, testing, and other essential duties will continue during the pandemic. Okay, and this has to do with agriculture. Well, yeah, if everybody takes off, Mr. Wolf, nobody will eat. He goes on about Cumberland. They're testing over in Cumberland County. I'm not even going to bother with that. Jessica Altman, she's hosting final ratings for health insurance plans under the Affordable Care Act. You know, and I just saw one of the big, whatever you call them, that are PACs on the Affordable Care Act, and they blatantly out loud lied. Oh, Republicans don't want you to cover pre-existing conditions. Not true. President Trump signed an executive order saying they cover it. And the Wolf administration reported the final day for the census. The reason I wanted to get through that side of this was they must have been busy with getting press releases out, because they had a ton of them. And oh wow. So let's jump over to where I usually keep the rest of the stuff that came in concerning the top stories out of Harrisburg and out of the grand old state of Pennsylvania. This is great. State police complete investigation related to racist remarks directed towards Lady Fetterman. She's the lieutenant governor's wife. Hell's bells. And how about the tearing down of the Christopher Columbus statue? Was that not racist against Italians and those of Italian descent? Get off of this. And wasn't the comments by Miss Feinstein racist? Because Amy is Catholic and from Notre Dame? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Don't start with the propaganda. They did that for grandstanding purposes, folks. The Department of Health highlights September's nursing home inspection, sanitation amidst COVID-19. They conducted 543 inspections of 361 unique nursing homes, including 366 compliant investigations. Of these 230 COVID-19 specifics, no sanctions were finalized against the nursing care homes last month. If you have a complaint, call 1-800-254-5164. If you have a loved one in a nursing home and there's a complaint or problem, that seems to be where the COVID problem is centering itself. And once again, here we go with, let me see if I can pander a little bit, Governor Tom Wolf. Amid the resurgence of COVID, we must protect the ACA. You know, Governor, let me explain something to you. First of all, these are two different issues. The Affordable Care Act has nothing to do with COVID. You signed, and to your credit, an executive order saying nobody can lose their health care in Pennsylvania. So the health care is good till the end of the year. Great move. I don't know if to tell you it, but great move, Governor Wolf. Obamacare isn't working. Now, if everybody puts down their flag-waving thing for a second and all work together, we can maybe find a solution. And it just doesn't have to be a single-payer system, and it just doesn't have to be companies that pay people exorbitant salaries because they're the CEO. We could come somewhere in the middle. I'm sure of it. And you know, it's interesting because this is all in an election year as they try to pivot into this stuff. Dave K. Blackburn, appointed site administrator of Lands Valley Village and Farm Museum. Congratulations to him. That's in the eastern part of the state. The Wolf administration earns recognition. They made an app improving road and bridgeway. We're honored to see Pennsylvania recognized as one of the national level once again for its leadership in technology. Wolf administration highlights benefits of self-certification of restaurants. And let me explain something here. Everybody is taking the proper actions. The CDC even says masks, when you're not in a crowd, don't do anything, and masks don't do anything. That was on their website. Go back, watch Tucker Carlson. If you don't believe me, he'll pull it off for you. Okay. I see in the restaurants the proper social distancing taking place. So it's time to get off the pandering and let's just get to a solution. That'll work just fine. With that, it's time to go to sports. And usually this is a sportsman's dream October. Not so much this year. Because this year we have a whole hockey and basketball that are supposed to be in preseason aren't. The NBA really in a tailspin because they lost their viewership, and it's real easy to know why you lost it because you're catering to the Chinese. The NHL finished a while ago. That leaves baseball and football, two of Americans' favorites. And last night, Houston topped Tampa Bay 4-3. Tampa Bay leads the series 3-2, and they play again. Atlanta leads the series 3-1 as they thumped the Dodgers 10-2. In college football, this is not a basketball score. Arkansas State 59, Georgia State 52. Wow, a lot of defense played in that game. Let's go to the Cedars Sports Corner, and we'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner, and we'll save some for your Saturday sports as your Friday Here you go. Game 6, if necessary, Houston will be at Tampa Bay, and Los Angeles will be at Atlanta, and they're going to try to outscore the Los Angeles Chargers this week. As 15 runs, 11 in the first inning. Wow. Now, over in college football, which is having issues of its own, in that games keep getting postponed. LSU at Florida, postponed. Number 7 Oklahoma State at Baylor, postponed. Vanderbilt at Missouri, postponed. So who is playing for your Friday? Number 17 SMU Mustangs take on the Tulane Green Wave. And number 14 BYU, they'll be at Houston to visit the Cougars. Friday's matchups right there. Saturday's matchups appear to be a little bit better. We're going to take this time out. This is the Cedar Sports Corner. Hang in there. We'll be right.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Jim Micco and Sons, 347 East Washington Street in Newcastle, can service a lot of your lawn equipment. It's jimmickoandsons.com, their website, and you can email them at jimmickoandsons@verizon.net. Their phone number, 724-652-6911. Proud sponsors of community television in Newcastle. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
We're back, and 40. I'm amazed. 46 degrees. We didn't lose anything this time. And usually we get that drop after the first break where we go to sports. There's always this drop in temperature, and not seeing it. 46 degrees. And I love it. They finally I've been telling you from the beginning of the week, and we'll get to it in Lawrence County 45 weather. They finally put a freeze watch up for tonight. Are you kidding me? You saw that one coming. Hey, folks. Amy's Coney Barrett. Confirmation hearings continue with just like the Democrats scratching their head because I don't know what to do. I believe all Americans, she says, of all backgrounds and independent, deserve an independent Supreme Court that interprets our Constitution and laws as they are written. No legislating from the bench here. As compared to the Obama administration when they said, well, you know, it's a contract, but you have to interpret it. No, interpretation was done when the words were invented here in the dictionary. We got those. Amazing. The rule of law is sacred. Judge Barrett was asked why she accepted President Trump's nomination for the Supreme Court. Oh, I don't know. Maybe she liked the job, a pay raise. Why did she accept it? Could you believe somebody would ask that? If we are to protect our institutions and protect the freedoms and protect the rule of law, that's the basis of society and the freedom we all enjoy. If we want our children and our children's children, then we need to participate in that work. Oh boy, does that sound like the Notre Dame, you know, when they put the halftime on and they talk about somebody fighting for clean water? And they go, we are the Fighting Irish. What are you fighting for? The partisan Democrats seem to be fighting for mayhem. Each day, I get choked up when I read this. Each day this week, Senate Democrats tried to force Jody Barrett to share her personal political opinions. I don't think we want judges to be the legal pundits. She told them that, by the way. They claimed she wasn't answering the question. I think we want judges to approach cases thoughtfully with an open mind. You know, why would you ask somebody, why do you want the job? I'm trying, go figure. I mean, I don't know, you know, with jobs, maybe people like eating. They like a roof and shelter over their head. Maybe they like a nice car. Maybe they enjoy the job. Democrats maybe still think Joe Biden's running for Senate, too. Trump on the right side of history confronting Latin America's dictators, the brutal regimes of Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua pose a grave threat to our country's national security interests, and we must continue to constantly deny funds to these regimes, which work together to oppress their people, wreak havoc in our hemisphere, and oppose U.S. interests. That's in the Miami Herald. The Wall Street Journal. This year's corporation activists have been waging a media and boycott campaign against Facebook to demand it censor more content. Yesterday, Facebook and Twitter, in suppressing links to a New York Post story, the better response would have been to let the story fact sources be debated rather than suppress it. The Wall Street Journal. Listen, folks, there's a reason I tell you to subscribe to me on YouTube. It's not that hard. You have a Gmail account, you go to Nctv45 Angelo Perrotta and hit subscribe. Facebook and Twitter decide who's going to see it, and they allow false attacks on innocent people. I've seen it happen. It is what it is. With us, with me, you're going to get sports, weather, news that's important of the day, Sunday worship, Catholic Mass, community happenings, and thought for the day. That's the basis, and then we do some cooking and castles and Gentleman's Monthly and other things. This is wrong. We have the right to freedom of speech. So, the United States is investing $480 million in a new coronavirus test that results in 20 minutes without needing processed in a lab. This is by CNBC. So everybody out there has a great story on what's going on, and we always take time to mention those because we're fair. Let's go to weather. 89% humidity, no wonder it's misty and raining. Winds from the west, 30.15 barometric pressure, 2.43 visibility, 10 miles, wind chill 43. Temperature is 46. And what do you have with your radar? And this is Cleveland, Ohio. You could see rain moving past us now. So that's a good thing. As you check out Pittsburgh radar, significantly past us. There's some stuff scattered to our west. It'll clear out. And then you'll see some great weather. Let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather. We'll be back.
My name is Brittany. I have suffered with depression for 15 years.
My name is Sam, and I've been experiencing depression for over 12 years. This is the first place I will always recommend for somebody to come if they're suffering from depression or anxiety or any kind of problem like that.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal. Run it again at Wendy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't need a whole car to score at Wendy's Lunch. For the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather, and rainy low of 40 last night. And how is the start of your weekend looking? Well, beyond our scope here, we've got the ground clutter in place. The rain has passed us, and not looking too bad at local radar. Now, as you look at the national scene, this band of clouds will pass through, and behind it we'll have clearing, and it will be fall-like temperatures for us as we proceed, but not out of the box here. So let's take a look. Last night, 40 degrees and rain. Your Friday, sunshine and 56. It's going to take us a while to get there, folks, so don't. The dampness will make it feel a little cooler. Friday night, mostly clear and 32. You will get a frost in some areas. Now your Saturday, sunshine and 59. Saturday night, partly cloudy, 41. Your Sunday, sunshine and 64. Sunday night, partly cloudy, mostly cloudy, 44. Monday, everybody gets back to work and school, for those of us there. Mostly cloudy and 62. And Monday night, mostly cloudy, 49. Chance of showers will be 30%. And then on Tuesday, we start off with sunshine. As the day goes in, clouds build in. Chance of rain is 30%. High temperature of 68. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 51. And your Wednesday, partly sunny with a high of 70. So, all in all, not real bad, as you're going to have a decent weekend. Now, that was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take this break and hear from these great people. We'll be right back. Boo! Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, except the first Saturday in October, it's a haunted car wash consisting of a $12 ultimate wash, candy, a haunted show. Shows consist of many aeronomic decorations, haunters, and a 5-minute movie right before you go into the car wash. So the cost, $20. Don't get out of your car for a spooky good time.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program. Sam's for one great dining experience. Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
And before we say goodbye today, hats off. I want to especially thank the people at Lombardo's Apothecary, as this weekend I will be getting ready for some testing at Sharon Regional. And hats off to the people at Sharon Regional, a tremendous group of folks there. Also, expect Monday's programming to be a little delayed because of what I've just explained. But we will have thought for the day, weather and sports, to you. And then we'll put in Mass, and Newswatch will continue later on in the day. So, that being said, folks, look at last night's volleyball game. We didn't do so well, but the high definition camera working great. We need 500 people to subscribe on YouTube to keep it going. Go set yourself a Gmail email account. So it's at Gmail. And when you set up that account for that, go and subscribe on YouTube. They've got a lot of great stuff besides Nctv45. So do it. And tell a friend to do it. And tell them about Nctv45. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them we're available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule. That's Nctv45 right here in Newcastle. Now make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll be back with Mass and a whole lot more all day. So just enjoy Nctv45. Go back and watch a few Cooking the Castles, too. It'll be great. Have a great day.